Hi everybody, it's Miss Naw. This week my class has been talking a lot about houses and the different parts of houses. We've been observing our own houses or apartments or condos, the places that we live, and also the buildings around where we live in our neighborhoods. So today I'm going to show you how to make a shape collage, and I'm going to use this method of collaging to make a collage of buildings and houses. And I'll show you what you need to do this. It's not much. Here I have some construction paper that I've cut up into shapes, and this would be a really good job for older siblings or grown-ups, or maybe a longer term project for preschoolers, would be cutting out shapes. Might need some help with some of our shapes, but could give it a try. And also one sheet of larger paper. And I have construction paper here, but if you don't have construction paper, don't panic. You can use newspaper. You can use those like newspaper coupon books that come in the mail that we usually just recycle, or you can cut apart grocery bags, paper grocery bags, and lay them flat, and that'll give you a nice big piece of paper. You could also color sheets of notebook paper to give it a little bit more excitement, and so your collage can have lots of different colors. It's up to you. This doesn't require a lot of materials, just paper. You need some scissors to cut your paper apart, and a glue stick, regular glue, or tape. So I'm gonna start making my collage by looking at the shapes that I have here, deciding which ones I need. So the first shape I see is here. What shape do I have here? It has 1, 2 shorter sides, 1, 2 longer sides. What do we call this shape? That's right, it's a rectangle. So I'm gonna use this rectangle as one of my taller buildings. So that means I'm gonna use it vertically, just like this. I could turn it horizontally, and then it would be a really wide building. But I think I'm gonna use it vertically, because in my neighborhood, remember I'm making houses, in my neighborhood we have a lot of tall, skinny row houses. So that's where I'm gonna start, with this red rectangle right there. Before I ever start to glue, I'm gonna lay my papers down to make sure that my collage looks exactly how I want it. Then I'll start gluing at the end. Okay, let's see what shape we have next. What shape is this? Don't get tricked. Even though it looks different than this one, this is still a rectangle. So now I have a yellow rectangle here, which is a little bit shorter than my red rectangle. Still a rectangle. I'm gonna put it right beside my red rectangle, right here. All right, this is the shape that I found next. Do you recognize this shape? All 4 sides are the same. That's right, we would call this a square. I'm gonna add my square here beside my yellow rectangle, but it's not tall enough, it's too short. None of the houses in my neighborhood look like that. I know. Here's another green square. I'll stack them together, just like if I was using blocks to build. Notice how I'm putting lots of pieces of paper together to make one picture. That's what we do when we collage. There we go. I stacked 1, 2, 3, 4 green squares, and now it's as tall as my one red rectangle. Let me show you.
Here's what I have so far on my shape collage. I have 1 large red rectangle, 1 shorter yellow rectangle, and 1, 2, 3, 4 green squares stacked on top of each other. I'm gonna add some more shapes beside to make this look even more like my neighborhood.
Okay, I'm not quite done with my shape collage yet. I'm gonna add a couple more shapes. What shape do I have here? Yeah, this is a rectangle, just barely. You might have thought it was a square. It's really close. Add that here. All right, My paper is almost full, but I need some more details on these houses. Let's see what I've got here. Aha! I found this shape. What shape do you see here? It has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. That's right. It's a triangle. I remember seeing one of these on my shape walk. I'm gonna put it on top of one of the houses, just like I saw when I was out on my shape walk. There, now that house has a roof. I'm gonna check and see if I have another triangle. I found a smaller blue triangle. That will be perfect on top of these green squares. I found a tall, skinny triangle. I'll add that to the top of my yellow building. Let me show you what I have so far.
Now I have tall buildings. 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, have roofs, but I'm not quite done yet. I need some more details.
So I want to add some more details on top of my buildings, but before I layer anything on top of them or over them, I need to glue these pieces down first. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'll glue these pieces down and then we can add even more details. Alright, so I've glued down all of the pieces, all of the shapes onto my larger paper by putting glue on the back of each one and then placing the shape where I wanted it to go. At the end, I've smoothed over the paper so I knew it would stick. Now I'm ready to add a couple details on top of these buildings. For the details, I'm going to use smaller shapes. What shape do I have here? That's right, it's a blue rectangle. I'm going to use this blue rectangle as a, what part of the house do you think this could be? I'm going to use it as a door. I'll put a little glue on the back and place it exactly where I want it to go, and then press it down. Let's see what's next. I found another shape, also blue. It's not a rectangle. Do you recognize this shape? All 4 sides are the same. It's a square. I'm going to use this square as a window. I'm going to give this house 2 windows. Here I have a very skinny rectangle. What could I use this one for? I know, maybe a chimney. I'm gonna tuck it in. Behind that building. I think I'll add, let's see, 1 more door. There. I've made a shape collage. That looks like that row houses in my neighborhood. Notice how they're touching? Some of them are a little taller. Some of them are a little skinnier. If you want to add more details onto your shape collage, you can always go back and use markers, crayons, colored pencils to add more windows, doors, details to the houses, maybe even house numbers on the front of the houses or shingles on the roof. You can decide. All right, that's how we make a shape collage. If you choose to make a shape collage at your house, feel free to send me a video of the final product, a picture of the final product, or a video of you making it. I'd love to see it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.